Good afternoon, everybody. It's time to talk a little bit about sports. We got Sean Miller, who's going to going to be with us, and it's going to be a lot of fun from the standpoint of there's a lot going on here in sports television and sports business in the next few weeks. Let's start off with the Olympic trials, which garnered some phenomenal ratings for NBC and for Peacock from a streaming standpoint. The biggest and most interesting part of the Olympic trials was swimming. It was held at, of course, Lucas Oil Stadium. They brought in a pool situation there that was quite elaborate. It made for, they were able to seat about 28,000 people. Now, it was a tremendous success, and so much so that this morning the United States Olympic Committee, along with SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, decided that the Olympics would have, the pool inside SoFi Stadium, the home of the Rams. So, what in essence is going to be the stadium that we will all see for the Olympics from the standpoint of the opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies is also going to be the main source of the event for swimming. So it will seat 38,000, which is, I'm sure it'll be packed to that rafters. On that will be more than any one in history have seen from the standpoint of swimming aspects for it. It poses a tremendous opportunity for future events. Now when we have regional and national swimming competitions, they can be held in a stadium-like circumstances. There's no reason why it can't be held, in outside stadiums as well as indoor stadiums. So it lends itself to that, and so that's going to be a pretty interesting situation with what they've got going on there. So something to look forward to from that standpoint. Let's talk for a second about what's going on with, as I said, that NBC Sports had uh, a good weekend from their Olympics as they get ready for it. Um, and I think the most important thing is when you look at it, when you take a look at the Olympics, there's going to be 150 commentators on coverage for the games in Paris. All right, that uh, is going to be interesting because what they're having is they've got a roster of some very impressive athletes. 90 gold medals will be represented by the number of different people that they have on staff. They've also decided, and it's very clever, to have a lot of different celebrities that will take part in the broadcast. And I think that that's important because of a couple of things. One is because you have a casual fan, and a lot of people will be tuning in because they like Olympic sports. It doesn't really attract the normal sports fan, right? The guys and gals who enjoy baseball, basketball, football. The dream team situation will be, there'll be basketball. Track and field will probably draw well, but for the most part, a it's not a sports situation where the average fan watches it. Okay, you've got your niche sports in there, but as I say, so swimming and diving, as well as track and field. Those are the big the big draws for in gymnastics for the summer games. Most of that is because of crossover. Okay, so the fact that Kelly Clarkson, Snoop Dogg, Jimmy Fallon, Peyton Manning, Alex Cooper, Leslie Jones are among the celebrity commentators that they have. You know, going with Peacock and NBC, Telemundo will have live coverage, basically from studios. Which, by the way, The studios are going to be on the Seine, so it's going to be gorgeous. Tarico is going to be our guy in the in the air chair. Mike Tirico is a very has done this before, and he'll be having fun, no doubt about it. The 150 commentators that are going to be covering it. Should be noted that July 26th through August 11th is when NBC will have it. It's going to be on NBC, Peacock, USA, CNBC, Golf Channel, Telemundo Universo, and NBC Universal's digital platform. So you'll be able to watch it in a number of different ways. You can stream it, you can watch it through the traditional TV, and you'll be able to watch it obviously on cable. So, Tarico's going to serve as the primetime host for the fourth time. Daytime host is going to be Rebecca Lowe and Craig Melvin. Ahmad Farid and Damian Hack, along with Maria Taylor, is going to take on the nighttime coverage on NBC and Peacock. Peacock's going to have a very, very solid um, way of doing this. They're going to be a big, big part of it. As we said, Mike Tirico, this is his fifth Olympics. It's his fourth time hosting it. Maria Taylor handles her third Olympic assignment on the late night show. Rebecca Lowe has done two. This is her sixth consecutive daytime assignment. Craig Mellon of NBC News is going to be the daily afternoon host of the show. From there, Ahmad Farid is hosting the final portions of NBC's daytime. He'll be seen predominantly on the USA Network. Damian Hack is going to be hosting, again, the late afternoon version, along with Ahmad Farid. Opening ceremonies on NBC and Peacock will be handled by Mike Tirico. Again, host Kelly Clarkson will be involved. Kelly will be with Tirico. Peyton Manning will be with Tirico. Savannah Guthrie and Hoda Kotb of the Today Show will be, there as well for the opening ceremonies. Maria Taylor will be working the Olympic opening ceremonies. Marissa Stark and Andrea Joyce in her 13th Olympics, her 17th overall. Closing ceremonies, Tirico, Jimmy Fallon, Terry Gannon, Tara Lipstick and Johnny Lipinski, and Johnny Weir. USA Networks and CNBC's hosts. Lindsay Czarniak, by the way, who is tremendous broadcaster, always be a fan of Lindsay. She is Craig Melvin's wife. So there you go, the couple there. Lindsay's going to take over and host on USA and CNBC. Carolyn Milano, mainly her work's going to be on USA Network, as Catherine Tappan as well. Carla Banks, CNBC. Laura Britt on CNBC. Trent Carey on CNBC. Mallory Wegeman, CNBC. Peacock contributors will be Scott Hansen. We know Scotty, tremendous. This is his third Olympics. Scotty's a good guy, and we know him from Red Zone. Andrew Siciliano, another Red Zone guy, is going to be on Peacock. Akbar Joumani, his second Olympics. Matt Inu, Kevin Hart, his second Olympic assignment, and Keenan Thompson. Special Olympic correspondence, that's going to be Mary Carrillo. We love Mary, of course. Her work is their 16th Olympics. Does a tremendous job. Tina Dixon, Snoop Dogg, as we said. Snoop's going to be basically alongside Kevin Hart on the Peacock, working the Peacock side of it for, again, they're doing some relatively interesting things by having non-athletes being involved. So Bex Gentry will be making her debut. Leslie Jones, Steve Karnacki, of course, NBC News will be there. A lot of fun with that. So as you can see, there's going to be a tremendous amount of talent handling the Olympics. So we'll see how things work out in that regard. So something to pay attention to, something to enjoy. All right, let's talk about real quick about soccer this afternoon. Um, and that is France and Poland in the UEFA uh, Cup Championship for 2024. France and Poland drew 1-1. And Austria beat the Netherlands by a score of 3-2. Um, Starting in just about 45 minutes, it'll be England versus Slovenia and Denmark versus Serbia. Now, Fox is going to have the England Slovenia game, while FS1 is going to have Denmark and Serbia. All right, so those are the big events and big games left this afternoon. Now, the nightcap is going to be very interesting. The nightcap, of course, is the South America part of Copa America, and that's Peru and Canada. And that's going to be on FS1 at 6 o'clock. The nightcap for soccer fans, Chile and Argentina gets underway. So we get to see Messi make his debut. And that's a 9 o'clock start on FS1. And as I said, the 6 o'clock start on FS1 is Peru versus Canada. Now, Canada, um, you know, there was a lot of good things they did in the opening game of the tournament, but they were not unable to bring it home for a win. But they did a fantastic job. So we're hoping that Canada can do well tonight. Argentina should be. So Argentina's better watch out for Chile. Chile is a pretty decent side, but one will expect that Argentina will, prevail in that one. So, and as we said, the games at 3 o'clock are England, Slovenia, Denmark, Serbia, and we've got that. Now tomorrow, just so we can preview that for you real quick, that's going to be Copa America tomorrow. Let's go there. Okay, Copa America tomorrow. That's Ecuador and Jamaica. That's a 6 o'clock game. The 9 o'clock game, Venezuela and Mexico. That ought to be a real corker. The noon games tomorrow in the UEFA is Slovenia and Romania, and then Ukraine and Belgium, which everybody's pulling for Ukraine. All of that's on five. Well, Fox Sports One is Slovakia and Romania. Noon game on Fox is Ukraine, Belgium. The 3 o'clock games is going to be the Czech Republic and Turkey. That's going to be on FS1. And Fox will handle Georgia, Portugal. And we'll get to see, of course, Ronaldo play in those games. Real quick look at Thursday's action because that's when the USA plays. They play Panama in Copa America at 6 o'clock. That'll be on Fox. Followed at 9 o'clock by Uruguay and Bolivia. Both of those are going to be on Fox. That'll be on Thursday night, same night as the debate. So by all means, good opportunity to go back and forth on that one. The let's see where we go. Let's do. There's no action on Thursday in the Euros. They have the day off on that one. So there you go on that. So that's what we got going for you today and tomorrow. And as I said, some of the more interesting stuff is yet to come. All right. So um, let's get you out so that you can watch the games this afternoon. Hope you've had a good day. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.